Now, services at many government parastatals and government agencies are now at a halt following a directive by the National Treasury to stop any manual procurements. And as Elizabeth Mutuku now reports, public entities are yet to get a green light even after the High Court on Monday dealt the government a blow after stopping the compulsory use of electronic government procurement system.
The e-procurement directive by the National Treasury has brought many of the government's agencies, ministries as well as county governments to a standstill, with parliamentary committees and members of parliament receiving numerous complaints describing a state of near total operational freeze. It is emerging that no procurement is going on due to lack of circular from Public Procurement Regulatory Authority, which insists on electronic procurement, according to sources, despite of the pronouncements by courts on Monday stopping the compulsory use of the electronic government procurement system. The entities are yet to get a directive or a memo indicating otherwise. Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Badi was on Thursday expected before National Assembly Implementation Committee to set the record straight, though he was no-show since he is out of the country. Counties are the worst hit by the standoff. In Samburu, for example, the situation is dire that some schools are yet to reopen due to lack of food for learners. The learners in the county rely on food funded by the county government, which cannot procure anything at the moment.
Our schools are open in places, remote places, and I'm sure Senator Shuta would understand me on this. In the entire Samburu County, we do a school feeding program for our kids for the entire term, because that's how people go to school. As we speak here today, we have not procured a single thing for our schools. The schools are open. The school's calendar does not know that we are supposed to use e-procurement. Schools just open, and we don't have food in schools, and we cannot procure. It is most likely that this term will end without our kids having the food in schools. And that really filters into something very serious.
The court on Monday directed that the public entities are free to receive and submit tender documents either electronically or manually, but must meet requirements of the Public Procurement and Disposal Act. The Treasury and the Public Procurement Regulatory Authority were ordered to process both electronic and manual submissions equally.
That goes to county is allocated to counties by Parliament, just as the money that goes to the national government is allocated to them by Parliament. Right. So this thing about national government thinking that they can dictate anything, including systems of governance to county governments, is something that will only come to an end if all stakeholders in devolution adapt to this system. So I know we will go through the challenges of these delays, or even implementation of budgets, but I know eventually people agree to use the e-procurement.
The Treasury has continued to defend the reforms in procurement as a way of fighting corruption. Elizabeth Mutuku, TV 47.